High Call series.
Hi children, good morning. In the previous episode, we have discussed different body parts. So different parts of our body, that means head, neck, and trunk, and also their functions, and also the what are the sense organs, the eyes, nose, mouth, ears, and the skin. So these are sense organs and the functions of these sense organs. So these are the topics we have discussed in the previous episodes in the first chapter. So in today's episode, we discussed the second chapter, our food. So in this chapter, we will discuss what is the food and from where we can get food and what are the different food items and what are the good habits we have to adopt in our life for our healthy growth. So children, so let us start our chapter, our food. So children, what do you do from the wake up when you wake up in the early morning? So what works you do when you wake up in the early morning? So could you tell me? So what can you do after wake up in the early morning? So you will take bath and next, so you will go to school by cycle or by walk and you will eat food. That means you will take lunch and next one. So you will write. So you will write notebooks. So you will write notes in your class. And next, so during the interval, so you will play games. Or in the playtime, you will play games with your friends. And again, you come to house, and again you will take bath, and you will write or may do homework, and also play with your friends at your home, and you will kick your friends. So generally, so these are the daily life activities. So you will do at your home and at your school. So how can you perform these activities? So how can you do these activities daily? So how can you do these activities? So you have do these activities when only you have energy. So how can you do these activities? So you perform these activities if you have energy. So how can you get energy? So how can you get energy? So you will get energy from the food you eat. So you will eat food daily and then you get energy. And with that energy, you can do so many activities in your daily life. So what is food? And how can we get food? From where you can get food? So generally, the food will be obtained from plants and animals. We will eat different types of food items daily. So that means you will eat food daily 3 times. That means you will take breakfast and you will take lunch, you will take dinner, and you will eat different types of food items in your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And if you go outside with your parents, then you will take some fast food items like pizzas, burgers, so noodles. So in this way, if you go outside with your parents, you will take some fast foods. So these are the different food items you take daily in your house. So the food will be obtained from plants and animals. So the food will be obtained from plants and animals. So plants give food and also animals also give food for us. So first, let us take plants. So what type of food items shall plants give us? So plants gives us fruits and vegetables and dals, grains, oils, so etc. All these are the food items which we can obtain from the plants. So if we take fruits, so we will eat different types of fruits in different season. So mangoes and banana, grapes, guava. So if you take fruits, so mango, banana and grapes, guava, watermelon, pineapple, so etc. So these are the different fruits which are given by the plants and we can eat them as a food. And if you take vegetables, so daily we will eat different types of vegetables in our lunch time and during our dinner time. So if you take vegetables and brinjal and some leafy vegetables, so brinjal and leafy vegetables like cabbage and bitter gourd, bottle gourd, and in the same ring gourd, so brinjal, cabbage and spinach. So children, in this way, we will eat daily different types of food items and tomatoes. Yeah. So these are the different types of vegetables which are given by the plants. And among these vegetables, some are obtained from the roots of the plants. That means carrot and radish are the plants which will obtained from the roots of the plants. And some of the vegetables will be obtained from the stem. Example, potato and ginger. So those are obtained from the stem of the plants. And some are obtained from the seeds of the plants. So daily we eat rice during lunch and during our dinner we will eat rice. So this rice is the seeds of the plant. In the same way, we will eat sometimes chapati and roti. So this wheat is also obtained from the seeds of the plants. So some of the vegetables will be obtained from the seeds of the plants. So some are obtained from the roots and some are obtained from the stems and some are obtained from the seeds and some are the leaf. So some are obtained from the leaves. Example, cabbage and spinach are obtained from the leaves of the vegetables. So in this way, the plants gives a variety of vegetables and so many vegetables for us, we can eat them as a food during our lunch and dinner. In the same way, dals. The different types of dals will be given: green dal and moong dal and yellow dal. So these are the different types of dals which the dals are very rich in their proteins. So the plants will give different types of those and they are rich in proteins, so which help to our body and our body will grow up very healthy and strongly. So these dals will make our body very strongly and very healthy and we can fight diseases. So next, grains. For example, already we have discussed that rice and wheat and maize. So these are the rice grains. So these are the food grains which we eat during our lunch and dinner. So rice, wheat, maize. So children, so these are some examples for the food grains. And oils. So we use different oils in our kitchen, like coconut oil and sunflower oil. So peanut oil. So these are the oils which we use daily in our kitchen. So these are the different types of food items which we will get from the plants. So children, so let us do a small activity. So let us do a small activity for you. Now I will show the pictures of some fruits. Now you have to write the names of those fruits in your notebook. So let us start the small activity. I will show the pictures of some fruits to you and you have to identify and you have to write the names of those fruits in your notebook. So children, look at the picture. So can you identify the picture and can you write the name of that picture? so you are observing a fruit in that picture. Yes, the fruit is mango. Very good. So again, I will show the next picture. So children, see the next picture. So here you are observing a type of fruit in the picture. So write the name of that picture in your notebook. So write the name of that fruit in your notebook. So could you identify the name of that fruit? Yes, very good. You see, it is grapes. Now again, I will show one more picture to you. So look at the picture. You are observing a fruit which you eat very daily. So look at the picture and identify it and write the name of that fruit in your notebook. So what is it? Yes, it is a banana. So the first one is mango, and the second picture shows grapes, and the third picture shows banana. Now let us do another activity on vegetables. So up to now you have written the names of some fruits, you have identified some fruits. Now let us do another activity on vegetables. I will show you the pictures of some vegetables and you have to write the names of those vegetables in your notebook. So okay, start the activity. So children, look at the picture. So what are you observing in the picture? So write the name of that vegetable in your notebook. Yes, what is it? Yes, cabbage. Very good. So the name of that vegetable is cabbage. So let us start next. I will show another picture. So children, identify the name of that vegetable and write its name in your notebook. So what is it? Yes, it is a lady's finger. Yes, what is it? It is a lady's finger. Next picture. So look at the picture. So what are you observing in the picture? So identify that vegetable and write the name of that vegetable in your notebook. Okay, what is it? Yes, it is brinjal. So children, so these are the two activities. So you have, I hope you are written the correct answers. So those children who wrote the correct answers are appreciated. So very good. Next topic. So children, the food daily we eat obtained from the plants and also animals. What type of food do we get from animals? Now food from animals. So daily we eat different types of food items and some of them will get from animals. So mainly the food we are getting from animals are so flesh and milk and eggs. So children, so these are the three types of food we get from animals. So first one is flesh. So we will eat different types of flesh. The flesh of hens and goats and fish and the flesh of different aquatic animals like crabs, prawns. So children, so these are about flesh of different animals and different aquatic animals like fish, crabs and prawns. And the fish is very rich in proteins and vitamins. So this flesh will give so large proteins and vitamins to our body and makes our body very strong and healthy. That's why, so at least we have to eat flesh once in a week. And the next one, milk. So children, so especially the children should drink daily 2 glasses of milk. So daily we have to drink 2 glasses of milk. Because so milk is a very nutrient food and which contains more vitamins and proteins, and milk is very good for all ages of people. So milk can be drink people of any age. So milk can be drink by the children and old age people because it gives a lot of vitamins and proteins which makes our body very healthy and our body becomes very strong. Next, eggs. So children, we should eat only at least one egg every day. So we should eat at least one egg every day, because egg is also contains a large number of proteins, vitamins and minerals. So this flesh, milk and eggs are rich of vitamins and proteins. That's why our food contains at least each one of them. So this is about food from the animals. So one is flesh, milk and eggs. And daily we will use different type of products obtained from the milk. So we can use the milk to obtain different types of products, like not only milk, we will get butter. So we should drink butter in summer days, and it will keeps our body very healthy. And also we will get cheese. So we will get cheese from milk, and also paneer. So it will be used in different types of food items, and like also ice cream. So we can make ice cream with the milk. So children, this is about milk and the products obtained from the milk. Different types of food items which are getting from the animals. So animals gives us flesh, and some animals like cows and goat gives milk, and some birds like eggs, like hens gives eggs. So this is about the food which is coming from the animals. So we should have at least each one of them in our daily food. So at least egg or at least flesh in our food. Then our food will become a complete food and rich of nutrients like vitamins and proteins and minerals. Eating food. So how many times do we eat food daily? So every person, that everyone eat food daily 3 times. So we will take 3 times food. So daily we will eat the food 3 times. So that is one is breakfast at morning. So breakfast. So we will do breakfast at morning. This is the first food. And the next food we will take in lunch. So this is the second one. And the third one is dinner. So it will take at night time. So in this way, so we should take our food 3 times per day. So that is breakfast, lunch and dinner. So during breakfast, we will eat different various types of tiffins like idli and dosa, puri. So children, like this, we will eat different types of food items. We will take different types of food items in the breakfast. And idli, dosa, puri. All the ingredients of idli, dosa and puri will be again obtained from the plants. So we will use different types of dals and different types of flours while making breakfast. For example, the dosa will be made from urad dal, which will be obtained from the plants. And also puri will be made from wheat flour. The wheat will obtained from the plants. So in this way, so the different items which we take during the breakfast will also be obtained from the plants. So all these items, so all the ingredients of the breakfast will be obtained from the plants. And also we will take food during lunchtime. So different types of vegetables and different types of flesh and eggs and different types of rice items we will take during lunch and also in dinner. So every day we will take food 3 times. Children, but we have to maintain some fixed timings while eating food. So it is one of the good habit. So we have to follow some fixed timings to eat food. So every day we have to take food in a fixed time. That means every day we will take at a particular time. We have to take this breakfast. For example, if we have to take breakfast early morning at 8 o'clock. So every day we have to maintain the timings. And if you do lunch for 1 o'clock, every day you have to maintain that 1 o'clock. And if you take dinner at 9 p.m. at night or 8 p.m. or during 8 o'clock during night time, so every day you have to keep that 8 o'clock maintain. So we should maintain some fixed timings while eating food, and we have to eat the food for every time to follow the same timings while taking the food. So it is one of the good habit, and if you take the food for a fixed time or at the same time, then most of the diseases will not come. So if you take the food at different timings, for example, if you eat food one day at 1 o'clock and next day at 2 o'clock and another day at 12 o'clock, that means if you maintain different timings while eating this food, then the digestive system will be disturbed, and a lot of disturbances will take place our stomach. It will causes and it will leads to different types of diseases, and mostly constipation. So children, that's why we have to maintain some fixed timings while eating food, and we have to take food at the same timings every day. Then we will grow healthily, and our body will become very strong, and our body will resist different types of diseases, and our immunity power will also increases. Then when we will keep fixed timings and we will follow the fixed timings while taking food. So children, so this is the eating food habits. So one of the good habit is the eating food habits, and we have to follow the same timings every day while taking food. That means we have to adopt some fixed timings. For example, if you take the breakfast at 8 o'clock morning, then you have to fix the time 8 o'clock every day, every morning. And if you take lunch at 1 o'clock afternoon, then you have to fix that 1 o'clock every day, and you have to take lunch every day at 1 o'clock. And we should not deviate these timings. And if you take dinner at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock, you have to fix the timings and you have to follow those timings every day without deviation. Then our body will become very healthy, and we will grow very healthily, and we can resist so many diseases. So this is about eating food. So the most important point is, so we have to fix the timings to eat foods. We have to follow some fixed timings while eating the food. So this is the one of the good habits. Now let us discuss some good habits we have to follow in our daily life. So if we follow some good habits, then we resist so many diseases, and our body will grow healthily and become strong. So let us discuss what are the good habits. So what are the good habits? Good habits. So the first one is, children, the first good habit is we should wash our hands. So we should wash our hands before eating and after eating the meal. So children, we should wash our hands before eating and after eating the meal, because daily we will perform different types of activities with our hands. So we will touch different types of things around us, like door handles of your house and your benches in your school, and you play during the recess timings. While playing in the playground contains soil, and soil contains so many large number of germs. So during this different types of activity, so many large number of germs will come in contact with your hands. So if you do not wash your hands before eating and after eating, then so many germs will enter your body through your food, and they will cause a lot of diseases. So that's why everyone should wash our hands before eating and after eating the meals. It is one of the most important good habit. So if you keep this good habit along your life, then most of the diseases will not take place. So most of the studies, most of the researchers telling that most of the diseases takes place because of our hands. Because we will do different type of activities and we will touch different types of things. That's why we will come in contact with most of the germs present in our atmosphere. So these germs will enter our food through the food and causes a lot of diseases. So this is the first good habit. And the next one, rinse your mouth after every meal. So rinse your mouth. So children, we should rinse our mouth with water after every meal. So this is one of the good habit, because if we not rinse our mouth with water, then the food pieces will stuck in between the gaps of the teeth, and the food pieces will decomposed by the bacteria, and they will produce different types of smell, and it will cause a bad smell coming from our mouth. And also it will damage the teeth present in our mouth, and finally it leads to teeth decay or tooth decay. So that's why children, so after taking meal or after taking breakfast, we should rinse our mouth with water. So because if you rinse your mouth with water, then this water will take away the pieces of food which are stuck in between the gaps of our teeth. So that's why we have to rinse our mouth. Otherwise, the pieces of food which are stuck in between the gaps of our teeth will damage our teeth, and they will decompose and produce bad smell from our mouth, and it will also causes teeth decay. So the another food habit is we should rinse our mouth with water. And next, third one is wash. So wash our fruits and vegetables. So wash fruits and vegetables before eating. So children, so we will get different types of fruits and vegetables from the market. So in the market, so many people will touch the fruits and vegetables while purchasing. And most of the disease, most of the germs and most of the microorganisms will stuck to the surfaces of the fruits and vegetables and dust, and so our atmosphere contains so many germs and dust. These dust particles and microorganisms will touch to the fruits and vegetables. So when we get these fruits and vegetables from the market to our house, we should wash the fruits and vegetables before eating. So if you do not wash fruits and vegetables, and if you eat without washing, so the microorganisms and germs will enter our body and causes a lot of diseases. That's why we should wash fruits and vegetables before eating, and we should not eat without washing. And fourth one is daily eat some raw food materials. So eat daily some raw food items. So raw food items means like raw vegetables, that means fruit salad. So raw vegetables, raw food means without cooking. So we have to eat daily some raw food materials like raw vegetables. So like fruits and fruit salads, then it will clean our teeth, and they will give so many minerals to our body. So if we cook some food items, they will lose some minerals, and that's why we have to eat daily some raw food materials like raw vegetables and fruit salads. So it will give some minerals and vitamins to our body, and it is a good habit. And next, the other one is do not waste food. So do not waste food. So children, so this is another good habit. So take food whatever you want. So take the food, so which amount of food you want, and do not take excess of food and do not waste that food. So take the amount that is sufficient to you, and do not waste the food. That means if you take excess of food, then we should leave some food in our plates. If you go to our outside hotels, we will take excess of food and we will leave some food in the plates. So it will cause us wastage of food. So that's why do not waste food. So many poor people are there in our country and they are dying due to lack of food. So that's why we should give. So if we do not waste our food, then it will help the poor people. So then the food will be supplied to all the people. So that's why do not waste food. And next one is, so eat only fresh and homemade food. So children, eat only fresh food items and homemade food items. So do not eat the food items that is outside food. So we should not eat the outside food, because the outside food will contaminated with dust and microorganisms present in the atmosphere. So if we eat outside food, so many flies and so many germs and so many dust particles will come in contact with them. And if we eat the outside food, they will cause us a lot of diseases to us. So that's why we should prefer to eat fresh and especially homemade food only. Then it will keeps our body very healthy, and we can avoid so many diseases if we eat only homemade food. And if you eat outside food, it will cause so many diseases. The next one is, so do not eat excess of food. That is, do not eat too much. So don't eat too much. So don't eat too much. So children, so it is a good habit. That means you have to eat food whatever you want and whichever is you sufficient. So we have to eat the food items or any food items whichever is sufficient to our body, and do not eat excess of food. So if you eat too much, then it will cause us lazy and fat. So excess of food, if we eat excess food every day, so it will cause us lazy and we will become very fat. So if we become fat, then so many diseases will take place. So the fat, that means that is called, if we become fat, so it is the chance to getting so many diseases like heart problems. So in this way, that's why don't eat too much. So it will cause us lazy and becomes very fat. So if we become fat, we cannot do anything and we cannot do any works and we cannot very active every day. So that's why we will become very lazy. So don't eat too much. And next one is, do exercises. So do some regular exercises. So children, so it is the good habit and for doing some exercises daily. So if we do some exercises regularly, then our body will become very healthy and strong. So it is the good habit to wake up early morning and to do some exercises, regular exercise. So it will keep our body very healthy and strong, and we will be very active during the whole day because of some regular exercises. So the next one is, so do not eat fast foods. So do not eat fast foods. So children, so many people, so many students, so many children daily eat different types of outside food, especially fast foods like noodles and pani puri and fried rice, etc. So these type of, and also pizza and burgers, all these are fast foods and they will cause us a lot of diseases. That's why, so avoid fast foods. So these fast foods does not contain any vitamins and proteins or any minerals. So it's just a wastage of food. So that's why do not eat fast foods like pizzas, burgers and pani puri. So noodles like this. Avoid these fast food items because they do not contain any vitamins or proteins or minerals. So if we eat fast foods daily, then they will cause us a lot of diseases and it will disturbances our digestive system, our stomach, and causes some stomach pains and causes constipation. So that's why it is better to avoid fast foods. And next one is, so take bath. So take bath at least twice a day. So bath at least twice a day. So bath twice a day. So children, so it is the one of the good habit to bath twice a day. That means before going to school we will bath, and after coming to school, that means after coming to house, again we have to take bath. Then it will keeps our body fresh, and so many dust and microorganisms which are in contact with our body will be removed, and it will leads to, and it will decreases most of the skin diseases. So take bath of twice a day. So children, so these are the some good habits, and there are so many good habits. At least we have to follow these habits. So if we follow these good habits, then we will become very healthy and we will grow healthily and we can resist most of the diseases and our body will become strong. And another one is take milk at least 2 glasses every day and take 1 egg each day. So take milk and egg every day. So especially children, so take milk and egg every day. So they will give a lot of proteins and nutrients and energy to our body, and they helps to grow our body. So take at least 2 glasses of milk and 1 egg every day. So then our body becomes strong and you will get most of energy and you will become strong and we will resist so many diseases. So children, so these are the good habits we have to follow. So children, remember these habits. So you should practice these good habits every day at your home and at your school. Then your life and your body becomes very healthy. These habits will keep your body very healthy. So from this today onwards, so please follow these good habits so at least adopt some of these good habits in your daily life. So very good. So this is the end of this topic. So let us discuss some important points up to we have discussed in this chapter.